Believe it or not, Tampa Bay's Morning Blend has been on the air now for almost a year. One of our very first guests and partners in this show were our friends over at Cooperative Real Estate. And each week in our Realty Rant segment, we dive into hot topics as it relates to Tampa Bay real estate. And guess what? This morning we are celebrating, I can't believe it, 50 episodes of Realty Rant with Vince and Victoria.
I'm excited about it. You know, 100, we're eligible for syndication. I'm going to try to lobby to get it.
If anyone would get it done, it'd be you.
Let's say stick us maybe on the 11 o'clock news and repeat these, you know, we'll make some money on that.
Well, and we were talking, it's so interesting that it really is about educating. That's why we love our show, that it kind of gives this avenue to do that. There is so much to learn about real estate. I know things are changing a lot. People always have questions about how the market is doing. Right. In 50 episodes, we have not repeated one topic, I don't think.
We haven't, because there's so many misconceptions about out there about real estate that we feel like we really want to come in and just give an unbiased view to everybody. We try not to just push ourselves on everybody, but just to give that market knowledge that we have so that the public can benefit from it.
Have you learned anything, Vince, from doing all this TV?
You know, I've just learned not to try to make this as educational as possible to the consumers, and not to do so much self-promotion and more so. For example, I could have said Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Dave Bautista, Drax, bought his house for me in Tampa and Cheval, but I chose.
But we won't mention that at all.
It's true, but I chose not to say that on TV because then I would be promoting, and I would rather educate the consumers in Tampa about real estate.
You gotta love his sense of humor. It's got to be a lot of fun. A lot of work working with this guy.
Yes, but I love it. I love it.
You guys make a good team.
We have a lot of fun. So
Dave Bautista, going back to that, he did just do a little video promotional and testimonial type thing with one of our agents, Julie Mueller. So
can we go online and see that anywhere?
Yeah, I'm sure it's on. Yeah, absolutely. I think he just bought another house, South Tampa. And Julie handled that one for him, who was my Victoria for about 10 years. And now she's opened up a cooperative office in South Tampa. So all you South Tampa people, Julie Mueller has an office there in South Tampa. We're going everywhere. Hawaii, California,
well, that's what I'm saying. When we first started this show, it was not as big. It wasn't growing as fast as now you look back almost a year later. Yeah,
it's amazing how fast it's growing. When you offer a quality product that's a win for the consumer, the agents, and the brokers, it's amazing how fast this company has grown.
Let's talk about Tampa Bay specifically, though, and I do want to go back to how our market is doing right now, especially when you get a new president in office. There's always some shift and changes. How are we looking today, certainly as we go into summer?
Right. Well, summer is typically our busiest time. Tampa is hot. Okay. It's a seller's market. The house can be sold pretty much like that. We're in multiple offer situations. It's low inventory. It is a great time.
I was just going to ask about inventory. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great time to sell. If you're contemplating, you've been holding off, now is the time to do it.
Is this a good time of year to, I mean, I know there's always kind of peaks and things. Is this the good time to go ahead and put it on the market?
Typically, I would say that it's low inventory, but I believe we're at another peak. So if you're a seller out there, now is the time. If you want to sell at the peak, or you're an investor holding on your inventory, now's the time to sell it, because I do think we're destined for a little fall. We'll probably have a little softer landing than we did last time, but definitely I believe we're at the top of the mountain right now.
All right. Well, now is the time to cut the cake. Can we
cut
this? And I want Natalie in here. She needs to get it. She's not going to turn down cake, right?
Come on.
Let's go ahead.
She's probably with you.
We've been together a year now. Do you think I'm going to turn around?
I knew you wouldn't.
Pregnant or not? We'll definitely help out.
Here we go.
Go to the other side over here and see if there's some vanilla.
I want to dig right into Vince's face. Can I do that?
Hey, and keep in mind, Publix Shopping Center, great job, Publix on Van Dyke and Dale Mabry. Did a fantastic job here with the cake. And
I don't know.
I could make so many comments right now that I'm not going to make, but go ahead.
We can do this. We can do
it.
Look
at that. Very nice.
I've cut open a few cakes before.
That was some master skills right there.
Well, in all seriousness, it's chocolate and vanilla too.
Yes.
Thank you for being a part of our show. And again, we really appreciate you coming on every week, really making it interesting TV, educating, consumers, which again, people need there's a lot of questions people have.
And let me throw out a little quick success story, that the little project that we did in Davenport, Florida, all 112 units sold.
Right.
And the house we did a couple of weeks ago in Cheval sold. So
wow.
Absolutely. So
I'm
great
not
job,
surprised.
you guys.
Wish I could say I was surprised. We're diving into cake. You can go see all those 50 segments, by the way. RealtyRant.com is that the place to go and see all that?
RealtyRant.com.
But you're not going anywhere, right? You still got more topics that we can.
Mark's waiting to sign my contract for next year.
I'm that baby contract.
Thank you, guys. We love when you're here.
Love being here.
Stay with us.